Hi guys, my name is Sonia and I'm here to help you write the best possible version of your college admissions essays. As you know, these essays are one of the most important thing in order for you to be admitted into the school of your dreams. And I'm here to help you achieve that. Now, I am personally a graduate of Stanford University. I got admitted back in 2001 on a full scholarship as an international student. And I believe that my writing abilities uh, to tell a persuasive story was one of the most important reasons why I got admitted and why I was given a scholarship. Now, uh, according to my experience, there are seven crucial steps that you must follow in order to write a really good admissions essay. So in this video, I will try to uh, guide you through these steps as well as explain to you what the admissions readers actually want to see. Now, the first thing, of course, is for you to decide on a topic. Now, how do you do that? Um, what I do with students and what I have found that really works is that if you can uh, close your eyes for 30 seconds and just write down five, six, perhaps seven adjectives that apply to you and that you think describe you as a person in the most distinctive way. So, five or six adjectives that describe you the best. For example, some students say that they're considerate and sympathetic. Other students say, oh, I'm really ambitious, I'm really intellectually curious. Now, after you write down these, ask yourself why you think these are your most important qualities. So, what particular examples or stories come to mind that make you feel that these are really important things about you? Now, once you settle on these, um, the second step is to just write a first draft, and write this first draft without any fear. Just free write, let it flow. Um, just write with inspiration, write with joy. Just see what comes out under your pen. Uh, because usually in this type of writing, perhaps some particular memories will come to mind that you may not even remember, and some things like that. So give yourself this time to just free write for an hour or so, half an hour, just the first draft, and see what what comes up. Um, Once, let's say now you have a couple of pages of different thoughts, perhaps a couple of scenes from your past, some things that you find were very important. Now, the third step is ask yourself, um, if I wanted my essay to convey one idea to my admissions readers, what would that be? Um, what do I want them to really understand from this essay? One particular thing, for example, um, that I am an extremely intellectually curious person and that I never get tired of looking for new information, that I never stop learning, I'm insatiable for knowledge, and I search for new knowledge regardless of where I am, at school or at the dinner table. And maybe some examples that come into my mind is that, I went abroad and I had a dinner with my host family and I became curious about all these things, even though they're not related to my immediate interests at school, and so on. You get the idea. Now, Once you have decided what your this is your focus, once you have decided what your focus is, and you know the important qualities that you want to show to the admission readers, it is time for you to tell your story. This is step number 4. Tell your story. At the same time, be smart about it. So what does this mean? Choose a story that serves as a particular example to showcase those characteristics that you decided on. For example, I had a student who wrote on her uh, um, East Asian heritage. She's a person who lives in California. Her parents moved there from Nepal in East Asia, and so she began by telling the story of her family, and then within it she delved into her own inner struggles with with fitting within the two cultures and finding her place. And then I had another student who began with a description of her family, hotel businesses, and how she worked for her family and things she learned. And from there, she went on to narrow it down to or to expand on her personal interests and how she's extremely interested in entrepreneurship, and that she's very intellectually curious. Um, I will put a link below to some to a College Board um, article which includes 2 samples of student essays, so you can refer to them. And here comes a very important point, which is my 5th step. Be yourself and be honest, which means, yes, you can do your homework, you can go and read successful application essays, but I would suggest read no more than 2 or 3, because the danger is that you would lose your own personal voice and you would try to sound like these essays that you just read, and that you would want to be someone else that you are actually not. So while it is good to do some research to know what you're sort of supposed to write and just the general guidelines, at the same time, the admissions officers really uh, don't want to read something that sounds like a bunch of cliches. They want to hear your distinctive personality come through your essay, because they want to see a unique individual. They want to see someone who is different from all the others that they from all the other essays that they have to read. And your essay will serve as something that will make your application stand out from the rest. So yes, be yourself and be honest. Um, the admission officers say this over and over again. You can see it on the Universities of California websites. You can see it on any website. They really um, want to see you for who you are and not for who you want to be. So the 6th step is related to the 5th, which is keep an authentic tone, which means write in your own voice. Don't sound like a 40-year-old person when you are 17. It is better to have a couple of sentences that sound a little bit more naive or more coarse, but that clearly express the voice of a high school teenager. So even though you will probably give your essay to your parents or teachers to proofread or something, don't get sidetracked by their comments. Don't try to polish your essay so much based on what they say that you lose your voice in them. So keep your own tone. Every single sentence should sound good to you, should sound like something that you would say or write. And of course, the seventh step, which in my opinion is extremely important, is to get feedback from a professional, preferably from someone who has a lot of experience reading um, college admissions essays. And again, even when you have the help of this professional, make sure that you keep your own voice. Take all of their advice with a grain of salt, because it is not their essay, it is your essay. So I offer this service. I have helped many students write their college essays. Whenever I see that they have some difficulty figuring out um, who they really are, what they want to write about, I have some deep, at the same time relaxed conversations with them, and trying to help them find their unique voice and understand what they really are passionate about writing, because it is very important for you to be really interested in and to be passionate about what you write, and also to write about something that feels deep inside of you, something that resonates in your heart, as opposed to intellectually decide on a topic because you think that this would be a good topic because you read a couple of essays, and you're like, oh, I have to be like these people. No, you have to be yourself. If you're more introverted, you write from that perspective. um, if you're extroverted and you're very active in the world, then you write from that perspective. There is no wrong or right perspective. The only right thing is to be who you are and express it, and the only wrong thing is to write something that is not really you. I really hope this has been helpful to you. I wish you great luck on your application process. And if you would like some help, then do not hesitate to contact me. I would be very, very happy to hear from you, to talk to you, and to work with you. So, this is all for me for now. Take care. Bye bye. Ciao.